Good evening and welcome to the Broadcasting Lounge. Unusually coming to you on a Monday night, we've got a special one for you tonight as we get ready to go endurance racing tomorrow night in the MRX Endurance Cup for the first round of that 2025 series. We're setting the grid tonight. We've just wrapped up qualifying and now we are moving into the top 10 shootout. So before too long, we are going to see our first car roll out onto the track, and that is going to be Chris Zapasich. He's going to be first one out to put a lap time down, and then we're going to filter through and send out the following 9 cars, and at the end of it, we're going to have a top 10 and a pole sitter. Joining me in the broadcasting lounge tonight is Corey Kitchen. How are you going, Corey?
Just got into the session, Shana, so good timing. And I do see all those names there. We have our team drivers, and I can tell you there's a 1 second split between first and 18th. So, yeah, the top 10 is going to be sorted out for us right now. And this is the Supercars NZ's first top 10 shootout. How good?
Yeah, it sure is, and you can see a breakdown of the track map and a little bit of the weather there. So 22 degrees, 45% humidity, clear conditions. So sun baking down on the track. That could potentially mean if it stays clear and the track just keeps getting hotter, Chris could actually get the best of the conditions, and that could be something to use to his advantage being the first runner out tonight, but something that is going to be a real talking point, and I've made sure to get set up that we're going to have this information on the timing tower, is going to be track limits, particularly at turns 9 and 10, the last 2 corners. Very easy to pick up an off track there and delete your time, and everybody's only going to get one shot, so if they mess that up, get that wrong, they're going to be dropping back to the back end of the top 10, so that will be something everybody will have to be very careful of.
Yes, the old off track can ruin it. And just like it does in real life. And of course, we got to watch a V8 Supercar Top 10 shootout just this past weekend, and that was enjoyable. I really did enjoyed the whole weekend for the first round. It popped up a lot of action, and we're going to hopefully see that over 2 nights this week, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right. Just confirming the order as well. So Chris Zapasich is going to be first out. Then we're going to have Roger Forbert after him. Jacob Lucas will then come through. Then Daniel Heddershide, Simon Heddershide, Michael Gunstone, Jason Cossey, Darren Lobb, Leo Duncan, and then Taylor Mitchell will get the last crack of it. And he's going to have the advantage of knowing what everybody else has laid down and knowing exactly what his target is. But I don't know, is it advantage or is it just added pressure?
Yeah, just having that one shot at it is a lot of pressure. And it's cool to see all the drivers in the Discord tonight too, which we will have a wee chat to the drivers and ask them how they did deal with that pressure. That is going to be one of the burning questions because, yeah, we get to do this for the first time too. As I said, excited and Red Bull Ring. It's a cool track to drive in these cars and a lot of ups, the ups and downs. Turn one, that's going to be fun, isn't it, tomorrow night with, say, I don't know, 40 odd cars.
Yeah, it looked like I didn't quite see or didn't quite take an exact count of the number in qualifying, but there was a big number that turned out for qualifying. Not guaranteed that we'll see all those cars on the grid, but I do know that we've got a couple, or at least one that couldn't make qualifying tonight that is planning on turning up tomorrow as well. So yeah, we are looking at potentially having a very big grid in for tomorrow night, and that's going to bring plenty of action for a 90-minute race around this place.
Sean McNamara, you've come into the building.
I have indeed. Just one, checking you guys are ready, and two, yes, tomorrow is going to be very busy in race control. There'll be three of us in there, so looking forward to this and the shootout tonight. So, are you guys ready? Can we send the first car up to
I reckon send it.
pit lane exit?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we are ready and waiting to see Chris make his way out.
Cool, guys. All right, good luck with the call, and hopefully we get some cool shots. Catch you later.
Cheers, Shorty.
Was the whole track to himself. So do a warm-up lap. So we have a little bit of time to tell you, if you're watching, get in the comments who out of that top 10 is going to get that pole position. If you get it right, you're going to win yourself a Supercars NZ singlet. And yeah, we're going to give away somebody in the top 10 shootout's going to get one as well. So that's always pretty cool. We love to give stuff away.
Yeah, we sure do. So, to answer Chris Zaluski's question in the comments there, no, the winner doesn't get a boost hat, but someone's going to get a Supercars singlet. Supercars NZ singlet, sorry.
Yeah, but tell us, who's going to get that pole position? So we'll go through the names again. So we have Supasich obviously out on track. Roger Forbert, he's going to be next out. Jacob Lucas, Daniel Heddershire, or Simon Heddershire. So there's a father and son right in the middle of the top 10 shootout. Love that. Michael Gunners Gunstone, Jason Cossey, Darren Lobb, Leo Duncan, or Taylor Mitchell. So Taylor Mitchell was the fastest in, well, she had provisional pole with a 31.89. So that's burning it.
So Chris making his way out on his outlap. Dano shouting him out in the comments, and 2 passion cars in the top 10 shootout as well. So Chris Supasich here and also Michael Gunstone is going to be representing Passion Sim Racing. So very cool to see a team that I'm very much a part of represented well in the shootout tonight. And Chris is just coming up to kick off his lap. Just got to get through these last couple of corners, and then he'll be looking to set up the run through the final corner here. And now he comes out and he will get his lap underway as he crosses the stripe down here and starts that clock counting on the bottom, coming into turn 1, straddling the curb there to open up the corner. Keeps it to the right of the sausage curb. That confirms that he should be all good for the off-track scenario there. Unfortunately, we might not actually be able to see live on the timing tower if they've got an off-track on their lap, because they won't show up until they've actually put a lap down. But we do also have that data on the live timing. We can keep you filled in. Chris has done a 21.99 for his first sector, and that is... Actually, I can't see the sector times on the screenshot that Corey sent me to tell me what he did in qualifying, but we'll certainly be able to see how people compare to him. All of Chris's sectors on this lap are going to be purple because nobody else has put down any times yet, but looking nice and smooth, pretty clean.
Yeah, I've got the entries up, so I am aware of any off tracks if they happen. So all clean so far for Chris Supasich.
SDK will also give me off-track data and the live timing there as well. Sorry about that, that's cut to Roger Forbert making his way out onto track. Back to Chris through the final corner, a little bit of understeer, keeps it within track limits, comes down the line, and he is going to put down, for the first time out, a 132.97, which is about half a second slower than what he did in regular qualifying. So a little bit of a measured approach there, but good time nonetheless. Chris, how's that, mate?
That's it, mate. Cheers, man.
How you feeling about that lap?
How was that for you?
Well, I more went for a clean lap and see if I can sneak some places that way. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat anyone out of the way, so that's how I went about it.
Yeah, good approach. Worst you can do is where you went in regular qualifying anyway, so you might see someone grab some off tracks and might jump up a couple of spots.
That's the only way I'm going to get up there. But I'm happy to be in the top 10. Very surprised just with that, actually.
Well done, mate. Well done, and good luck for tomorrow night.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, so Roger Forbert next up. He is coming towards the end of his outlap now, and he will get the hammer down out of the final corner in a moment.
Yeah, so we're looking at for the first sector time. He's got to beat a 21.99. So here we go. He's into it, turn 1.
And coming up the hill on the onboard here, a little bit of a kink to the right. This left-hander here is counted as turn 2. Not really noticed as a corner of the supercar though. On the brakes, down to second gear into turn 3, climbing over the curb, brings up that first sector time. He's gone just under a tenth of a second quicker than Chris in that first split.
Yeah, gets himself a purple sector. So that's a good start from Roger Filbert.
Now bring it down into this infield section. Two very tricky medium speed left-handers, third gear. Taking a late apex through there to straighten it up, and then through the short chute into another left-hander, and then get the power down and turn it back to the right.
Marginally
Purple.
quicker. Yeah.
Yeah, purple in the middle sector as well, 30.33, 2/100ths quicker than Chris. Oh, looked like he was very aggressive on the track limits there, but has managed to stay within the limits. And he's going to bring it across the line. And only drops in second. So he's lost time in that final sector there.
Yeah,
So,
it's very minimal gap. So he's done a 1:33 flat on my timing. And yeah, that's still fairly good going. But the pressure of that one lap to do it.
yeah, Roger dropping into P2 there, not quite able to deliver as Chris was. How did you feel about that one?
Pretty average, yeah. Too conservative.
A conservative could pay off yet. We may see some off tracks later on, but certainly for now you've dropped in behind Chris, but it may gain you more anyway later on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Long race tomorrow, so as long as you're up front there somewhere, you should be good.
Thank you very much, Roger. So good luck for tomorrow night, mate.
No worries, I'll need it.
Jacob Lucas next on the list, and don't forget in the comments on the YouTube, get in and let us know who you think is going to get pole position, and we will draw from, if there's a group of you, you'll get a draw at the end for a Supercars NZ singlet. So, and Jacob Lucas coming up to come across the line to start his hot lap. Shano.
Yep, he starts his lap, gets the clock running. Using all that curb into turn 1, opening up the corner, that's a popular strategy. You can pick up an off track at turn 1, but normally it's only if you go over the back of that sausage curve there, and once you've done that you've pretty much ruined your lap anyways, but so far everybody keeping it within to the right of that sausage curve there. Plenty of curb on the way into turn 3, and looked like he just had it sliding on the rear brakes a little bit as well, and maybe a little bit wide of the apex, but sometimes the wider line there can help you carry that little bit of momentum down this straight. Into turn 4 now, gets in there cleanly, gets the power down. He's done a 21.99 in the first sector, so that matches what Chris did there. 40.11, so he's a couple of tenths up in the middle sector. That puts him in a good spot if he can get the final sector right, but this is where if you just overstep, there is that potential for picking up an off track.
A couple more corners, or last corner. Get that run up this hill.
Yeah, that looked like he was super tight on the track limits at turn 9, showing that it stayed clean though, and he does go to the top with a 1:32.60.
Yes. Original pole, Jacob Lucas. How was that for you? How was the pressure?
It wasn't too bad. I was just too conservative in the first part of the lap because I was unsure about the grip because at the end of the warm-up lap I tried to push it a bit, and I felt like there's no grip. But then when I started the actual lap there was quite a bit, so I feel like I left a bit on the table in the first part, but in the second part of the lap was alright.
Yeah, certainly you matched Chris on the first sector there, and then a couple of purples to finish it off. So just not quite sure of the grip on at the start of the lap there.
Yeah.
Good luck for tomorrow night, Matt. And yeah, hold on to that number 1 position. Fingers crossed.
So Daniel Hedderscheid is going to be next up, and he is just coming through the final corner now. He'll nail it out of there and look to get his lap underway. Into turn 1, straddling that curb again to open up the right-hander, taking plenty of curb on the inside there, and probably leaving a little bit on the table on the exit there. Probably could have had about a foot further to the left there to get out to that sausage curb, but potentially using that to keep his car a little bit more settled after he used all the inside curb, and then gets into turn 2. First sector time is in at a 21.94, so a little bit down on what Jacob managed.
Yeah, Jacob managed to blister the second and third sectors though, so look for Daniel to keep that pressure on. You're on for a good lap here.
And it sounded like Daniel was hitting the downshifts hard on the way into turn 4. Less concern over blowing engines with a 1 lap shootout compared to in a race, because obviously you're not doing lap after lap after lap, and those hard downshifts can add up in the race and lead to a blown engine. Daniel's done a 40.41, so 4/10 down on Jacob in the middle sector. It's going to take something special on the final sector to better that. It looked like he might have been pretty close to track limits, but it has shown that he's all clear there, and he is going to come down across the line. Pops into second place with a 32.85.
That was a decent attempt at it. Pretty close times there with Jacob Lucas as well. Daniel Hedderscheid, how was the pressure? How was that for you? Slotted into P2.
Yeah, the track probably had a little bit more grip than I was anticipating, I guess. Every corner I got to, I knew there was a few more tenths left on the table, but hey, it's no off tracks, it's a clean lap, so somewhere decent to be starting tomorrow night.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme. I wonder if maybe the pressure's getting to some of you guys out there.
Yeah, it's not cutting a lap in the server, not knowing what sort of grip you're going to have. I would have hated to overshoot turn 1. It's so easy to get an off track around here, so yeah, we'll bank it down and take it. Hopefully a few more fall off in front of us.
Alright, well, good luck for
I'll
tomorrow
let
night.
Yeah, get
Cheers,
down
guys.
there and cheer for the old man.
Yeah.
So next up, Hedderscheid Senior, Simon Hedderscheid. And absolutely nailing it out of the final corner. Looked like he got a bit of a slide on that curve. Don't know how much speed that's going to cost him, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference with not too long of a run up to the braking zone for turn 1. Heading off up the hill now. Moving it over to the left, and he jumps on the brakes for turn 3. Lights up with the purple sector in sector 1, a 20.9, so he is 0.06 up on Jacob in the first sector, but we know how strong Jacob came on in the second and third, so Simon's going to have to keep up this form if he wants to better that time that Jacob put down there.
Yeah, well, ticking it off one sector at a time. So he's got a 40.11 to beat here in the second sector.
Patience is the name of the game through this section of the track. The long left-handers, third gear, fourth gear even in these cars, and he's gone only slightly down on Jacob Lucas in the middle sector, a 40.19. This could be tight. Oh, he's got the off track. Oh, he's triggered the off track. He's going to push to the end of the lap. He might not have seen the message come up, but no, apologies. That might have been from his outlap that came up, because he has jumped up to P2.
Here we go. Right, that's a decent lap there. I'll just drag him in, Shona. Here we go.
Simon, we saw an off track pop up on your time, and it might have been from the outlet because it has counted your lap there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it's a bit of pressure, isn't it? Bit of pressure trying to get a lap in without an off track. Yeah, it was good fun. Haven't done one of these for a while since I think probably R Factor days. We used to do a bit of this, but I haven't done this in iRacing at all.
Yeah, well, neither have we. It's all new for all of us. How do you feel your place for tomorrow night?
Yeah, good. I'll see. I'll beat the young fella. That's the main thing. We'll see how we go from here. I think we're both reasonably good in the race. Anywhere in the top 10 is good, so I think we got a shot.
Good luck for tomorrow night, and we'll pass you down. Thank you very much, Simon.
Thanks, boys.
Alright, so Michael Gunstone, second of the Passion Sim Racing cars, has started his lap. Heading off up the hill now. Halfway through the shootout now, we've got the 5 guys that have set a time, five still to come. And Michael on the brakes for turn 3, and he's done a 21.85 in the first sector, so he's got another 10th better than Jacob Lucas there. That puts him in good stead. Can he carry on with that momentum through the second and third sectors that Jacob hits so well? Big downshifts into turn 4 there again. Absolutely banging on the limiter in that Mustang. Coming down now into turn 6. Should pick up the middle sector time in between, and he's done a 40.31, so couple of tenths down on Jacob, so he's lost that time. He's going to need to make up a little bit in the final sector, but he should be well placed to slot into P2 anyway.
This first sector was quite a bit quicker than Jacob Lucas too, so he's got a little bit still to play with here in the third. It's all about that exit out of that last corner, isn't it? Pushing. P3.
Oh yeah, pops into third there with a 32.8, so he's split the header sides.
Yeah, that'll put them on the same side of the grid, and we'll bring in your teammate. Let you take it away, Shana.
Michael, P3 for now, how's that?
Pretty slow, but just really easy at this track to get off track, so try not to do that, and at the same time not be the first one to put it in the wall, but that was alright.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems to be most people are wary of those off tracks there. How do you feel that places you for tomorrow night?
What, 4 more cars to come, so probably 7, so yeah, or whatever it is, so no, it should be right. Long race. Just got to try and get through an hour and 45 minutes, something like that, so yeah, we can keep out of trouble lap 1 and 2. Hopefully it'll be a good race for the PSR cars.
Good luck, mate, and we'll see you out there tomorrow night.
Thank you very much. Hopefully it's entertaining for you.
Go PSR.
Yeah, go PSR. Cheers.
Here we go. We've got Jason Cossey out there coming up into turn 1.
Climbs over that inside curb at 1 and sets off up the hill, pulling gears, 4th gear, 5th gear. Basically just trying to take the shortest line all the way up here and then find a braking point for turn 3. Get out over that left hand curb to open up the corner, tips it into turn 4 there. Looked like he had a little bit of margin on the left there on the exit. Pulling gears along this little straight now and then downhill braking into turn 4. Choosing 3rd gear for turn 4, that'll help him with the traction on the way out of it. First sector time was a 21.81, so about a 10.5 up on Jacob. It was seen how strong Jacob was in the 2nd and 3rd sector. 2nd sector comes in and it's a 40.16. 5/100ths of a second off Jacob, so he's He's well placed. He's about a tenth up on the cumulative. How hard does he push at this critical last two corners where it is so easy to pick up an off track down here? Gets it
Looking to
in.
get that good run.
Yeah, looked like he carried good speed through there and kept the off tracks clean, kept the track limits clean. Run down to the line now, and he jumps to the top with a 132.52. Jason Cossey goes to P1.
How was that, Jason? P1, mate?
That was actually surprisingly good. I was pretty happy with that, to be honest. I thought I'd be off track somewhere and ruin the lap, but no, I'm really happy with that. It was definitely not as slippery as I expected on the first lap. I was doing most of my qualifying, was second lap was my fastest lap, so yeah, no, I'm really chuffed.
Well done, mate. We can't wait to see you out there tomorrow night. There we go, Jason Cossey, currently
Good boys.
provisional P1.
Thank you.
And Darren Lobb is the next guy that wants to try and knock him off, and we know how good Darren is. We know also that he doesn't tend to hold back. He's gone off track setting up the lap, so I'll note this time that he's already got that off track next to his name. If that comes up with a 2x, which it just has, he's gone too wide on the approach to turn 1, and I think he's still pushing. Is that showing as an off track on your entry starter there, Corey?
Yeah, I have got an off track there. Sorry, apologies, Shane. I moved you instead of Cossey. So I've lost the live stream too.
Okay, we can fix that one. So yeah, Darren, I think he picked up an off track into turn 1. He certainly picked one up setting up the lap, but I think he did also pick one up into turn 1, but he still seems to be pushing on.
Yeah, I think the off track, an off track could still be alright if he gets a slowdown. I think that might invalidate it, won't it?
That could be right. We'll see what happens. Although I don't think he did see a slowdown because his first time was certainly slower than what we've seen, but 23.6 wouldn't suggest he's given up the time that you'd have to give up to clear a slowdown there. And it looks like he's just grabbed another off track through the penultimate corner, so I don't think we're going to see this recorded time. And that looks to be the case. He has not recorded a time there.
Lucky there, my friend. Didn't look like you've recorded a time, but get to start off P10 tomorrow night.
No, I dropped the wheel under braking into turn 1. That's a good place to get a 1x before you've even got your whole lap going, right?
I bet it's better than doing the whole lap and getting the off track right at the end, surely.
Oh, yeah, that's also true. I did push a little bit after that. I actually locked up into turn 1. I locked the wheel because I'd just gone so far over. I thought, let me carry on, and I had another 2 1x's across the rest of the lap, so it was destined to be right.
Oh, unlucky. At least you get to start out a P10 tomorrow night, and we look forward to that.
Yeah, good. I'll look forward to it as well. Lots of racing tomorrow night.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.
Ciao, boys.
Right, so next up is Leo Duncan. Digital Bogans DDSL.
Yeah, a pair of those in the top 10 shootout with Jason Cossey as well, who's currently provisional pole position. And don't forget, get in the comments who you're shouting out, who you're wanting to get pole position, and you might win yourself a Supercars NZ singlet.
Yeah, so Leo starts his time, and after this we've only got Taylor Mitchell to come, so possible if he puts a good lap down here that we could see a Digital Bogans front row lockout.
Yeah, just one more, isn't there, right after Taylor Mitchell to come.
So Leo does a 22.03 for the first sector. Not showing as purple because Darren actually recorded a better first sector than that on his cooldown lap. But certainly a couple of tenths quicker than what Jason put down in that first sector. So starting the lap strong, coming down now into turns 5 and 6. We'll pick up the second split just on the exit of turn 5 here, and it's purple, 40.07, another tenth and a half quicker than Jason, so this is looking like a good lap for Leo Duncan.
Yeah, it's a fast sector there.
Just got to keep it clean through the final two corners here. He can probably afford to give it a little bit of margin here. I don't know if he'll be aware of that, but he's kept it clean through 9, keeps it clean through 10, kicks up a bit of grass on the exit, comes down across the line, does another purple in the third sector and jumps to the top with a 32.39. So of the valid lap times, he's actually gone fastest in all three sectors. That is quite a statement.
Yeah, how did that feel, Leo?
Oh, mate, I mean, to be honest, I need to take a shit real bad right now, eh? I don't know why, but that's my excuse. I've made a shit turn 1, but I will fucking take it.
Well, that's yeah, you did well, mate. So provisional poll with just one to come. So good luck for tomorrow night.
Alright, boys, thanks for that. See you later.
Alright, so Taylor doing the slow outlet. 1:32.39 is the time to beat. 22.1 in the first sector, 40.7 in the sector, and 30.28 in the third sector. If he can better those times, he will be starting tomorrow night's race from pole position.
Yeah, the MRX Endurance Series would be fitting, wouldn't it, to have an MRX car there right up the front. Yeah. Try and get a good run out of this final corner and up the hill here to start the lap.
And cuts the timing beam now to get the lap started. Flirting with the off track that Darren Lobb picked up there, but doing a good job to keep it within track limits on the way into turn 1. Sets off up the hill now. He'll look to pick his braking marker into turn 3. Getting out across the curve there, he's gone quickest in sector 1, 21.68. So another half a second on Leo Duncan there.
That is correct.
And gets it into turn 4 there. Gets the power down. All just looking very smooth and very controlled, but the timing so far is showing that it's very quick as well. What's the second split? It's a 40.25, so it's a couple of tenths down on Leo Duncan. So Leo's middle sector was very strong in that case. And we're seeing Taylor now come into the last couple of corners now. Can he keep it clean through here, keep it within track limits? Turn 9 looks good. There's a little bit of margin in turn 10. And he's going to come down to the line and pops up to P1 with a 32.27. So Taylor Mitchell takes the pole position for MRX for the MRX Enduro Cup round 1. Couldn't write the script any better. Taylor Mitchell repping the race sponsor well.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. Make Dad proud.
You'd have to be proud. You put in a good effort there, and you get to start off the front for a long race tomorrow night. And what are your predictions?
Oh, hopefully I just get a good start and drive away from Leo and just get my strategy right.
Absolutely fantastic job there, getting yourself on pole position, mate. And yeah, we look forward to tomorrow night.
Cheers. Thank you.
Alright, so that'll do it.
We've got, hang on, one more, I think. We've got somebody in the waiting room. We'll carry with him. That's what he's after. Mr. Nick Mitchell, how are we?
Not too bad. How fun was that, boys?
It was awesome. And first top 10 shootout, Supercars NZ.
I think it came together pretty well. I think our drivers put on a pretty good show, and it was pretty tight. And I think it was with the effort and got a good result.
Yeah, very good result. You must be pretty proud to see the boy put it on top there.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to see an MRX car at the front, or at least in the field. So he's been working hard on his stuff. So no, it's cool. Very good.
We look forward to tomorrow night, where you will be in the NASCAR doing safety car, will it?
I will be, yes. I will be trying to keep it pointing the right way and do the job that I need to do, and keep all these drivers in check through an hour 40 of racing. Look forward to it.
It could be a grid of 40 cars, so it's going to be a busy turn one, because of course this isn't a very huge track either, so yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're right, and I think it won't be just a busy turn one. I reckon it's going to be a busy night, just in general, with 40 cars and the skill level we have from, you know, the guys we have in our top 10 right to the guys who we have at the other end of the field. It's everyone's doing their own thing, but you know the skill level is definitely varied, and it's going to make for an interesting night, and just hope everyone has fun.
And not the longest track for an endurance race with that size field either, so everybody's going to have to work together to find their spot on track, aren't they?
Yeah, you're definitely right there, Shane. I'm not sure how we ended up with Red Bull Ring, but we did. But I do like personally, I like the track. I do like driving the track, and I'm a little disappointed I'm not participating in the supercar. But I think, you know, everyone's just going to be wary of who's around them. Look in the mirrors, check the relative, and you know, it can happen. There's such thing as miracles, right?
Yeah, there is. We could see a perfectly clean race tomorrow night.
No. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. But we can live. We always live in hope.
Dreams are free, right?
100%. 100%. So, we're looking forward to it, and thank you guys for doing what you do and putting on the stream, and thank you for getting out of bed, you know, for a Monday night and doing what you have done. So, look forward to bringing it on tomorrow, and we look forward to carrying on this different kind of format for the whole 12 months. You know, the whole iRacing's 4 seasons. You know, one round, kind of one enduro per season. I think it's something different and something cool for us to play around with and try different things.
Yeah, very much looking forward to it, and big thanks for you as well for putting your sponsorship behind this and making it all possible.
Anytime.
Alright, so we've got a couple of singlets to give away, Corey.
Yeah, I didn't really get anybody shouting out who was going to get pole. They're more just comments, and we did say on the YouTube, and there's a lot from Facebook.
I mean,
just carry it over into tomorrow night and push it harder. Get in there and comment.
Yeah, we can certainly carry that over. So
or the next person that makes a comment, who their favourite driver is in Supercars NZ, we could give it to them.
We could. In the meantime, we can certainly work out a driver. So I've got 1 to 10 on my wheel.
There's a debate going on, but they're not listening to me. But anyway.
Alright, so 1 to 10 on the wheel. So this is going to be the driver corresponding with finishing the shootout in the position that comes up will take a singlet. Daniel Nolan says me. I think, does that count?
No. Give it to your favourite commentator, me or Shane.
Oh, it's going to go to Darren Lobb.
Oh,
Hey,
consolation
so
prize.
he knew it was going to come up P10, so he deliberately went off track into turn 1 so that he would get it. No, that was completely random. Nobody knew what that was going to come up as.
Yeah, he's here. Hang on.
I meant more the guys that have done qualify.
Hey, hello, mate. Hey, we just dragged you in, and you've won a singlet. So consolation prize.
What is that a singlet for the worst fucking shootout lap in the Supercars history?
It was just a random number between 1 and 10,
really?
and
Oh,
number
good.
10 come up.
Yeah, nice. Good.
So
at least I won. At least I won
Filipina.
something tonight. That's good. Thank you, boys. I appreciate it.
No worries.
No worries.
We'll sort that out and get that sent out.
I might have to get the stream up tomorrow while I'm wearing it, right?
Oh, I reckon that's a good idea. Picture in picture tomorrow night is back.
Yeah, exactly. Let the fun start.
All right, there we go.
Good. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Darren. All right, so what are we doing with the other one? They're just rolling it over to tomorrow.
Which one of you likes me more? From Daniel Nolan. Damn it, Corey. I guess that's me. Like, yeah. Yeah, we'll let's carry that over tomorrow night. So anybody who's still watching, if you're going to be watching tomorrow night, you win yourself a Supercars NZ singlet, just like Darren Lobb did, by coming 10th in the shootout.
Absolutely. Darren did a Chaz Mostert and got himself a singlet because of it.
Yeah,
Not quite a
nothing
Chaz
like a
Mostert.
consolation singlet.
Not quite a Chaz Mostert. He just got an off track. He didn't loop it at the end of the lap. But anyway, wow, that was awesome. I'm absolutely stoked. Supercars NZ MRX Enduro Cup as part of the SimLabs V8 season. We've got our grid. We've had our first top 10 shootout, and it was very cool to see. So Taylor Mitchell is going to line up on the front row tomorrow night. We look forward to seeing you there. Thanks to the Broadcasting Lounge. Thanks to Napa Auto Parts for sponsoring the Broadcasting Lounge. Thanks SimLab for sponsoring the V8s, and thanks MRX again for sponsoring this awesome Enduro Cup series that we've got running across the year. And come the end of the year, we will crown our endurance champion. Thanks, Corey, for joining me tonight.
Absolutely pleasure. Got to be a part of the first Supercars NZ top 10 shootout, and hopefully many more to come, because it worked really well.
Yeah, it was very cool and went off without a hitch. I can't wait for tomorrow night with some endurance racing. We will see you all there. Thanks everybody for joining us. Have a good one.
No, Dan. No, Dan.